Hi everybody, this is the Red Hood. I am Benny from RPG Maker Game Jam. Whoa, 2025, and I'm going to be judging this game, the Red Hood. Yeah, let's start the timer and let's go. Thank you, developer, for making this game. I always have this dream where I escape reality. Like there is more to this life, a calling. Can I reach it this time? Sakari, you awake? Jeez, I'm sweating again. Sakari, sigh. Town history. Eastcliff was an official town by 1920 by two brothers named Dave and Dale Tweedle. As the town started to get established, the population grew, but it remains a small town. Okay. It was just a mixture of past tense and present tense that was confusing me, but technically I think it's correct. Newspapers, missing people. Jiminy Cricket. Last seen 15 years ago in Eastcliff. Jill Well. Did she fall down the well? Last seen 10 years ago in Eastcliff. Okay. Bellbrook, age 17. Yeah, Jack and Jill Well. 8 years ago. So is this like fairy tale stuff? Welcome in Locker Leon, just starting stream, and we're playing a game called The Red Hood. How are you? Good to see you. Looks like a Unite game. I don't think it is. I think it's just a regular. I think so. You good? Good to hear. Oh crap. Newspapers. Countrywide missing. Mallory Live, age 8, missing 2 years ago, last seen in Westfield. Jim Toad, age 25, missing 5 years ago, last seen in Jackson Swamp. Newspapers. Wolf incident. Oh, this is like the fairy tale. Oh, this is called the Red Hood, as in it's the Red Riding Hood story. Nice. Fairy tale stories. The Witch in Her Forest. Story about there's a witch in her forest. No one knows her name. She's in the witch moon town has encountered. She lives deep in the dark forest. Due to my magic, the trees in the dark forest wrap around and remain like blanket. She's built a small kingdom of her personal goons and experiments. She's cold heart riddled with envy. Okay, yeah, I think I read most of that. I guess it goes a bit fast, and technically you can sort of you can slow it down if you want, and then have the player speed it up by holding down the button. But yeah, wishing well. Story about an outplaced well in the middle of the forest. It'd be misleading place when reality it's an entrance to the. Okay, I'll just read silently. Wishing coin, much like a regular coin, throw it down will teleport the user. Okay. Wolfman. Story about main being Bobby. Wolfman's hunter. It is a bit fast. Fall on the ground. Turn to find Bobby. Caught the attention. Should be 1E. The Falco. Yeah, it's a bit fast. Just a bit fast. But yeah, that's all. Oh, okay, that's all of that. We are Sakari. I guess we are Red Riding Hood. Yeah, I don't have to use the bathroom. Locked. Mum, please don't be mad. I forgot to get milk from the store. Would you please go kind and go to the store? I mean, I think that you're quite well enough at riding that you don't need to break the fourth wall in this way, but hey, maybe it's comedic. Thank you, my perfect child. Grab some money by the couch if you need to. Okay. Take from some money. Let's grab a lot of money. How much do we need? Let's grab all the money. Grab so much money. Let's go. 200 gold. Perfect. 10 out of 10. Lots of gold. Infinite money? Nice. Yeah, Peter 81. Infinite money. What I will say is this mapping right here, that's one tile high. I think it should be 2. And if it was, maybe it was intended to be stacked on top of each other, but you can use shift mapping. That is holding down shift, clicking on a tile, say that one, and then click. Then while you're still holding shift down, you click there as well, and then it will make it look like it's the top part of the wall. But welcome in, Peter81. How are you doing? Hopefully my playthrough of your game was well enough. Definitely one of the standouts from the jam. I'm very happy with it. I think RPG Maker will be very happy with it too. Also, hey, Benny, you probably should have led. No. I like the idea that you can just come in and say whatever you like. Just sort of just comment on the thing that's happening. I think that's cool. Just jump right into it, you know? No need for any pleasantries. But I'd like to... then I can encounter the pleasantries, you know, after that. Playthrough was amazing. Got a ton of great feedback. Really appreciate. Did you like when I glitched through the map? was that a fun one? Look out for wolves. I don't even know what happened there. Do you know what happened? Oh, we're looking out for wolves here. East Cliff Forest Residence. Okay, so took me 2 hours to recreate that. I don't know. I did something weird, didn't I? East Cliff Forest. Okay, well, we've got the residence this way, and that's East Cliff, but okay. Oh, cool, East Cliff. This is a cool looking look out for wolves. It's a pretty big sign just to say we'll look out for wolves, but I will say that I think that sign's supposed to be on the ground instead of on a wall like that. And that one too. I will, yeah, just try to use the tiles in the way that they're designed, because this one, I think just the perspective should be on the ground because it's got those two things down the bottom. If you want to make it like a sign that's on this wall, then you can maybe edit it to not have do a paint job to not have that latch on there, and you can make it integrated in the wall if you like. But I don't know why there'd be a blackboard on the outside of an inn. Perfectly timed dash under the map. Wow. The dash changes lane, then should change back. I'll pause my timer, by the way. And then should change back when you end the dash. So by ending on the transfer point, you went down to the correct layer, and then the event hadn't finished, so went down a second one on a new map. That is wild, Patter. That is wild. I have no idea. Like, I knew when I did it, I'm like, this seems like the type of error that doesn't happen often. But have you had anyone else encounter that error, or is it just me being weird? I think it was also because I was dashing around a lot. I liked the feeling of dashing. Oh, and also, yeah, it's good. Look up shift mapping. That's shift mapping, because on the edges here, these fences should not be all connected to the edge like this. They should look more like this, for example. So if you look up shift mapping, you can hold down shift, and sample that. You can use the dropper tool, and then you can click on here and make it look like a normal fence instead of it all connecting to the side. Yeah. So there's some basic mapping errors here that could be resolved. But what I like about this is that, I mean, you've got a great distinctive character, the nice pink hair going on, and this is quite a homey little shop. I do think it's funny that, yeah, if you could find some... it'd be nice to find some custom assets and tile sets that you could import to make this look like an actual shop counter instead of a couple crates. I understand that some shopkeepers would, do a couple crates, but hey. Hey, kiddo, what are you getting? Is milk. I mean, I'm getting the sense that this game is not really taking itself too seriously, which is fine. How about we buy, like, I don't know, 50 milk? Thanks for stopping by. But I would, like, try to keep spelling errors to a minimum. Stoppin' should have a apostrophe at the end. But, hey, I mean, maybe this is like what I'm doing is I'm judging this game based on, like, the standards of a contest. But for a, early game... making an RPG Maker game, I just want to say, if this is one of your first games, then yeah, just develop for the fun of it. I'm just judging based on a contest sort of point of view. So, kid, you check out the forest. Yes, I told you I didn't really find anything. There has to be something I'm missing. Look, he is in there. I know it. Sometimes it feels like this attack never happened. Oh, it happened. It happened, and now we can't get in. Have we gone in? No, we haven't. He escaped somewhere inside. We need to get in there. What if the wolf was just scared or lost? What an odd thing to say. Read up on the secret entrance. Oh, it can't read? She needs some milk. Is milk. Okay. So I think there's like some fourth wall breaking here, which is fine. But like... is there a secret entrance? In like one of these bins, probably. Nope. I don't know how to read up on a secret entrance. Alright. Let's go back and give our mum some milk. Wait, what's that? What's that one there? Look out for wolves. Oh, so I don't know why a what's it called? Why one of these lampposts? Firstly, well, I guess I know what to be here, but it doesn't have a note on it that I can examine. It'd be nice to have like a note, a note on the tile set, you know. But hey, I think I get the sense that this might be one of your first games or first game, and in which case, hey, keep making these awesome games. I'm gonna grab like 50 gold more because I'm just basically stealing from our family. Thank you, Ari. Now go play. Okay. Do not forget the wolf spray, Mum. Okay, wolf spray. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I guess I use the wolf spray. And in some sense, slightly, you know, cute and first gamey type janky RPG maker games are quite cute. But look, you see yourself being lured in to enter. I mean, I guess I have to because more content. So looks like this was a trail. I need something to cut this. Oh, okay, we need a Pokemon that can use cut. Take the sword. Hey, we took it. Can I keep... No. Okay, good, good. You use self-switches on an event, or just switches in general. I don't know why that tile is there, but okay. Yeah, I think hopefully you can see what I mean by some things in the maps lacking a bit of care, but if this is your first game, yet again, I want to stress you've entered a contest, so I'm just going to judge based on contest tradition, but like... Hey, it's quite cute what you're doing. Another thing is, hey, you had that bush, right, and it was cuttable. But every other bush that looks exact same, my expectation is that you can cut it as well. But no, you haven't made it so. And also, that doesn't have a tree behind it, unless this is like a passage I can get through if I cut, in which case I'm not sure why I can't cut through there. Anyway, throw in the wishing coin, lie, go find the wishing coin. Okay, well, where's the wishing coin then? What? Yeah, and also when you're mapping, try and make the heights of things, such as this hedge, consistent. So this over here is 1 down. So if you wanted to make it that 1 down, you could make another one up here, 1 down, so that it stays consistent height throughout, say, the whole hedge. If it doesn't really, RPG, this sort of perspective doesn't really do well with slopes towards the camera. We've got more of it over here where this is only 1 tile high and this should be 2 tiles high like the rest of the hedges. I don't know how to progress at the moment. But like, hey, the idea is there, and I think sometimes the idea is worthwhile. It hasn't been overly annoying or anything like that. I don't want to go in there. Sometimes I just need a little bit more of a reason than I don't want to go in there type thing, you know? I don't know where to go. I might try this for a little more to try and find a secret entrance or something, but I think otherwise I might have found a decent amount of content to be like, oh, I don't know how to progress, and I get a sense of how this game will be. I am a judge, so I do need to judge a lot of entries, and I think I get a sense for the quality of this game, which is to say, if this is one of your first games, I very highly, recommend you keep making games because, hey, everyone's made games like this and this is beautiful, and just keep making, cute little games. It's worthwhile. I'd be concerned if this was your game after spending a decade or 2 making games. But I don't suspect this is after a decade or 2 making games in RPG Maker. I think this is something slightly different, which is to say, a cute little game, and it's clear that the the lore in the bookshelves is is clear. I don't know where the secret what's it called passages, and I don't know, like when I try to use get in. Find a way to get in. I don't know where that is, and I don't know where to find it. So I might stop like here-ish. Yeah, because I'm not quite sure how to progress. But safe to say, I think I know the quality of the game in general, which is to say, feel like this is a first or second or third game, and congratulations for making it, because cute. All right, I think that's it. Thank you for making this game. It's the Red Hood. I think it must be clear by now, if you've watched this this playthrough, that let me check the developer. I just want to make sure that I'm, you know. Yeah, let me see. Dun dun dun. Oh wow, I am trying to find the Red Hood for this jam. One sec. Here we go. Yeah, so I think it is, let me see, I think it is the first game on, yeah, first game on itch.io, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is first game full stop, or first, second, or third game, so keep making games. That's all I have to say for this one. I'm not sure, I might still judge this game. We have been DQing games that are too short, and this one might qualify as a DQ. I'm just going to say that, but I'll bring it before the judges, because I don't want to give this game a low score just because it's a first try or something like that. So, thank you so much for making this game, because I've already pointed out some mapping errors, but I think what's in here is great ideas. You can take your storytelling seriously. You can actually make a story if you'd like. Try to make the progression of the game obvious on how to continue, otherwise people get stuck like I did. And yeah, keep making games. You're awesome. Every game's a gift. And yeah, thank you for making this game. Cheers. I'm going to stop recording. Bye.